Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive.
Yes.
This time, we're going to be cracking open the book of Daniel, specifically chapter 2,
Interesting.
to explore the mystery and the power of Nebuchadnezzar's dream.
A classic.
You know, the one that left him tossing and turning all night long.
I'd be tossing and turning too if I had that dream.
It wasn't just a bad dream or a nightmare.
Yeah.
This thing really troubled him.
It really did.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, this guy's Nebuchadnezzar,
Right.
the king with the iron fist.
Exactly.
This dream really got to him.
It really shook him.
Yeah. And it wasn't even just the dream itself.
Yeah.
It was so unsettling.
It was what he demanded
Right.
of his advisors.
He demands that his advisors not only interpret the dream,
Of course.
but tell him what he dreamed in the first place.
What?
It's unbelievable.
That's a tall order.
I mean, yeah, he knew.
He knew they couldn't make it up.
Clever.
If he didn't tell them the dream,
Right.
they couldn't just come up with some, you know.
Pleasing interpretation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a test.
Yeah, it's like he was saying,
On a power move.
prove your wisdom
Yeah.
or face the consequences.
Exactly.
Which, by the way,
Yes.
were pretty dire.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are we talking?
We're talking death
Oh, no.
for those who failed,
Yikes.
including a young Daniel
Oh.
and his friends.
They're right in the thick of it.
Right in the thick of it.
Okay.
Can you imagine the pressure in that room?
Oh, man.
I mean, you're a respected advisor.
Yeah.
Your life is on the line,
Yeah.
and you're expected to decipher a dream you never heard.
Oh, that's impossible.
Impossible.
Right.
No wonder they said, and I'm quoting here,
Go ahead.
"There is no man on earth who is able to disclose the king's secret, for no king, regardless of his position and power, has ever requested such a thing from any magician, astrologer, or wise man."
Wow. That's a mouthful.
That is. But what a quote.
That's amazing.
It highlights the impossible situation they were in.
Absolutely.
But also it really makes you wonder
Right.
about the nature of power.
Yeah.
I mean, Nebuchadnezzar, this mighty king,
All powerful.
utterly helpless
Wow.
in the face of this dream.
That's right.
He can't even control his own subconscious,
Yeah.
let alone predict the future.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
Yeah.
we have this impossible task,
Okay.
a king on edge,
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of wise men fearing for their lives.
Yeah.
Enter Daniel.
Here he comes.
What sets him apart from everybody else?
Well, his response is really interesting. He
Huh.
doesn't panic.
Doesn't freak out.
He doesn't make excuses.
Yeah.
He turns to prayer
Oh.
and he asks God to reveal both the content of the dream and its meaning.
He wants the whole shebang.
The whole thing.
Wow.
That's faith right there.
That's amazing.
He's not just asking for a way out of trouble.
Right.
He's acknowledging that God holds the answers. Yeah.
Even to the king's subconscious.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
So powerful.
Yeah. And it's worth noting,
Yeah.
the beauty of Daniel's prayer.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't just plead.
No.
He praises God's wisdom and sovereignty.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a glimpse into the
Oh, okay.
depth of his spiritual understanding.
Okay, so Daniel prays.
Yeah.
Does he get a telegram from God
A telegram.
with the dream attached?
Not quite a telegram,
Okay.
but he does get a divine revelation.
Ah.
And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
He sees a colossal statue in his vision,
Whoa.
larger than life,
Yeah.
made of different metals,
Okay.
gold head,
Okay.
silver chest and arms,
Mhm.
bronze belly and thighs,
Right?
iron legs.
Don't forget the feet.
Oh yes, the feet,
I was gonna say.
made of iron mixed with clay.
Interesting.
It's not just the materials that
Yeah.
is significant.
What else is it?
It's how they're arranged.
Oh!
This isn't some random jumble.
The statue's clearly designed
Thrown
to
in.
convey a message.
I'm dying to know.
It is his message. Each metal represents a different kingdom,
Ooh.
starting with Nebuchadnezzar's
Okay.
Babylonian Empire as the head of gold.
So he gets the prime spot.
He does
Top dog.
top of the statue.
Okay, interesting.
But the value of the metals
Uh-huh.
decreases as you go down the statue.
What does that mean?
That decline in value is key.
Okay.
It suggests a diminishing
Yeah.
power and glory of
But
each succeeding kingdom.
So as we go down, it gets
It gets a little worse for wear.
interesting.
A subtle but powerful message
Yeah.
woven into the very fabric of the dream.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
But the real climax comes
Oh, yeah.
with the appearance of a stone.
Oh.
And not just any stone. A stone cut out by no human hand.
Oh!
This stone smashes into the statue's feet,
What?
shattering the whole thing into dust.
The whole thing's gone.
Gone.
Wow.
That stone. That's the most intriguing part of the dream to me.
It is interesting. What does it represent?
A power greater than any earthly kingdom.
Wow.
A force that will ultimately overcome all human empires.
That's powerful.
Yeah, it's foreshadowing something monumental.
It is.
Something that transcends the immediate political landscape.
I see.
And if the symbolism wasn't clear enough,
what happens?
that stone then grows into a mountain.
What?
That fills the whole earth.
The whole earth.
That's a visual metaphor for God's eternal kingdom.
That's a powerful image.
Isn't it?
It is.
The fragile, temporary nature of human kingdoms and the permanence of God's reign.
Exactly.
Laid out in such a striking way.
So striking.
I get chills.
Why?
This dream took place centuries ago, but it feels so relevant today.
How so?
I mean, think about how quickly power shifts in the world.
Oh, yeah.
How empires rise and fall.
That's true.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Nebuchadnezzar's dream.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that no matter how powerful a nation or leader may seem,
right,
it's ultimately fleeting.
It's all temporary.
There's a bigger picture at play.
That's right.
A force that transcends human ambition and control.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got the dream.
Yeah.
We got the symbolism.
I got it.
But what about the interpretation?
Yes.
How does Daniel break it down for Nebuchadnezzar?
How indeed.
That's for next time.
I can't wait.
Stick around.
We'll be right back. Well, welcome back, everybody.
We left off with Daniel.
Yeah.
Poised to explain the meaning of this extraordinary dream.
An incredible dream.
To Nebuchadnezzar.
Oh, yeah. What a moment.
This is a powerful moment.
Full of tension.
I know. Daniel has just decoded.
He did?
The king's subconscious.
Wow.
Something no one else could do.
Nope.
What's the king's reaction?
Well, picture this.
Great.
Nebuchadnezzar used to giving orders, not receiving revelations.
Right.
Is completely floored. Really?
The text says he was astonished.
Wow.
And fell prostrate before Daniel.
That's huge.
Huge shift.
For someone like Nebuchadnezzar to bow down to another person.
I mean, he even ordered sacrifices and offerings to be made to Daniel. And he declares that Daniel's God is the God of gods and the Lord of kings.
Talk about a conversion experience.
Wow.
So does this newfound respect translate into rewards?
It does, absolutely.
Oh, man.
Nebuchadnezzar elevates Daniel to a high position, showers him with gifts, and gives him authority over the entire province of Babylon.
So he's basically...
second in command.
Second in command.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the most influential figures in the empire.
That's quite the promotion.
It is.
But what about Daniel's friends?
Oh, yeah.
They were part of this ordeal, too.
Yeah, they were right there with him.
Does Daniel forget about his friends? Daniel does not forget them.
Good guy, Daniel.
In fact, he uses his newfound influence
to
secure important administrative roles for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Good friend.
It speaks to his character.
Yeah.
He could have easily focused on his own success.
Totally.
But he remained humble.
Yeah.
And he used his position to help others.
What a guy.
Now let's go back to the dream for a moment.
Yeah.
There's still so much to unpack.
I know. I'm fascinated.
Particularly those intriguing feet of iron and clay.
What's the significance of those mixed materials?
Daniel interprets them as symbolizing a kingdom that's both strong and weak, united and divided. The iron represents strength, military might. But the clay signifies internal weakness, a lack of cohesion.
So it's like
a powerful empire.
With cracks in its foundation?
Yes.
Might look formidable from the outside, but there's a fragility beneath the surface.
Exactly.
And remember, this is the part
of
the statue that's ultimately struck by the stone, leading to its complete destruction.
The whole thing goes kaput.
Yeah.
It suggests...
What does it suggest?
That even the most powerful empires can crumble due to internal weakness.
This feels incredibly relevant.
It does.
Today.
How so?
So many nations struggling with internal divisions.
Oh, yeah, like what?
Political polarization, social unrest, economic disparities.
Wow, you're absolutely right.
Nebuchadnezzar's dream.
It's not just ancient history.
No.
It's a reflection of human nature.
Yeah.
The cyclical rise and fall
of
empires.
It makes me wonder.
What's that?
What are the iron and clay feet of our modern world?
That's a good question.
What seemingly incompatible forces are at play?
Yeah.
And how might they shape the future?
Those are questions worth pondering.
They are.
But before we get too lost in the present,
yeah,
let's go back to that moment of revelation.
Okay.
I'm still struck by how Nebuchadnezzar, this powerful king, couldn't even remember his own dream.
It's wild.
It really highlights the limits of human knowledge.
It really does.
It does.
And it speaks to the power of something beyond ourselves.
Right.
Something that can access even the depths of our subconscious.
It's a reminder that there are forces at work in the universe.
Yes.
That we can't always understand or control.
And in Daniel's case, it was his unwavering faith.
Right.
That allowed him to tap into that power.
Yeah. It's a beautiful example of how faith can provide strength.
And guidance.
Yes.
In the face of the unknown.
Absolutely.
We've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've explored the power dynamics.
Yeah.
The symbolism of the statue. The importance of faith.
It's all important.
But
what about those?
Yeah. Who don't share Daniel's beliefs.
Right.
Is there something in this story for them?
Absolutely. Right. Even if you approach it from a purely secular perspective, the story of Nebuchadnezzar's dream offers valuable insights into leadership, the nature of power, and the human condition.
It's a reminder.
It is a reminder.
That true strength isn't just about brute force.
No.
It's about wisdom integrity and the willingness to seek guidance from something greater than yourself.
I like that. Yeah. And it's a cautionary tale. Yeah. About the dangers of hubris and the fleeting nature of earthly power.
As we wrap up this part of our deep dive, what stands out to you?
What stands out to me?
As the most significant takeaway?
Is the reminder that there's always more to learn, more to uncover, even in stories we think we know well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to remember that even ancient texts, like the Book of Daniel, can speak to our modern lives.
They do.
In profound ways.
They really do.
Now, we've talked about Daniel's rise to power, the deeper meaning of the dream.
Right.
But we haven't yet delved into the experiences of his friends, their story, which we'll explore next time.
Next time.
Takes us from the opulent halls of Babylon to a fiery furnace.
Oh, my goodness.
Testing their faith.
Oh, boy.
In ways we can barely imagine.
I can't wait.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the Book of Daniel.
We left off last time with Daniel using his newfound influence to help his friends Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego secure some pretty prominent positions in the Babylonian government.
I mean, they're doing pretty well.
They are.
For captives.
Right.
But their story takes a dramatic turn, leading them from the king's court to a fiery...
Fiery what?
Trial of faith.
Ooh, that sounds intense.
It is.
Okay.
Their experience is a powerful example.
Of what?
Of what it means to stand up for your beliefs.
Right.
Even when facing seemingly insurmountable odds.
Absolutely.
It's a story that has resonated across centuries.
Yeah, it has.
Inspiring countless people to hold firm to their convictions.
Okay, so before we get into the fiery furnace, let's set the stage.
Okay.
Who were these friends?
Yeah, and what led them to this critical juncture?
Well, remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? They were also Jewish captives.
Right.
Brought to Babylon alongside Daniel. They were given Babylonian names and rose through the ranks, thanks in part to Daniel's recommendation.
He was a good friend.
He was looking out for them.
But their success wasn't universally celebrated.
Why not?
Well, they were outsiders.
Of course.
In a foreign land.
Right.
And their rapid rise likely sparked some jealousy.
Oh, I bet.
Among some Babylonian officials.
I'm sure.
Right.
And that resentment came to a head when Nebuchadnezzar, in a display of absolute power,
classic Nebuchadnezzar,
erected a massive golden statue and decreed that everyone in his kingdom must bow down and worship it.
Talk about a power move.
Wow.
It was a blatant attempt to enforce religious uniformity and solidify his authority.
He wants to be top dog.
But for Daniel's friends, this decree presented a huge dilemma.
Why?
Well, as devout Jews, they couldn't, in good conscience, bow down to a golden idol.
Right.
Their loyalty was to the one true God.
Of course.
And they refused to compromise their beliefs.
Good for them.
Even when faced with dire consequences.
What are the consequences?
And those consequences were pretty severe.
What are we talking?
I mean, we're not talking but a slap on the wrist here.
Okay, so what are we talking?
We're talking death.
Oh, no.
By fiery furnace.
A fiery furnace.
Nebuchadnezzar, in his fury, ordered that the furnace be heated 7 times hotter than usual.
7 times.
And that anyone who defied his decree be thrown into the flames.
That's intense.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
The kind of courage
I know
it must have taken
to
stand up to a king like Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
Knowing full well
the
price of defiance.
Well, what did they do?
Their response is incredible.
What did they say?
They tell Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay.
And I'm paraphrasing here.
Okay.
Our God is able to deliver us from the flames.
Wow.
But even if he doesn't, we will not bow down to your idol.
That's powerful.
It's a statement of unwavering faith, a willingness to face death rather than betray their beliefs.
So what happened?
Did Nebuchadnezzar back down?
Did he?
Not a chance.
No.
He was enraged by their defiance and immediately ordered them thrown into the blazing furnace.
Oh, my goodness.
The heat was so intense that the soldiers who carried out the order were consumed by the flames.
Oh.
It's a horrifying image.
Yeah.
A testament to the brutality
it is
of Nebuchadnezzar's reign.
But here's where the story takes an incredible turn.
Okay.
Nebuchadnezzar looks into the furnace, expecting to see 3 charred bodies.
Right.
Instead, he sees 4 figures walking around unharmed, and the 4th figure looks like a son of the gods.
There's a 4th person in the furnace.
Yes.
Who is this mysterious figure?
The text doesn't explicitly identify him, but many interpret it as an angel or even a manifestation of God himself.
Wow. So not only
like a powerful image
did they survive the fire, but they had divine protection.
They did.
What was Nebuchadnezzar's reaction to this?
Well, he was stunned.
I bet.
He calls out to the 3 men.
Yeah.
And they emerge from the furnace completely unharmed.
No way.
Without even the smell of smoke on their clothes.
That's incredible.
Incredible.
What a testament to the power of faith.
And it's not just about their physical survival.
Right.
It's about the triumph of their convictions, their unwavering belief in a power greater than any earthly king.
So what happens to Nebuchadnezzar?
What does happen to him?
Does this experience change him?
You bet it does.
Really?
He goes from furious tyrant to humbled believer.
Wow.
In the blink of an eye.
That's amazing.
He praises their God, acknowledging his power, and even decrees that anyone who speaks against their God will be punished.
What a transformation.
It's a reminder.
It is.
That sometimes the most powerful testimonies come from the most unexpected places.
This whole story, it's so much more than just a miraculous escape from a fiery furnace.
It's about standing up.
It is.
For what you believe in.
Even when it seems impossible.
Absolutely.
It's about the power of faith.
Yes.
To overcome adversity. And the ripple effects that courage can have on the world around us.
And it's a story.
It is.
That continues to inspire people of all faiths. And backgrounds.
Reminding us that even in the darkest of times, hope and deliverance are possible.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
In our deep dive into the book of Daniel.
We've explored dreams, prophecies, and fiery trials.
We've been through a lot.
Uncovering timeless truths. About faith, courage, and the enduring power of the human spirit.
What stands out to you as the most significant takeaway from our exploration?
For me, it's the reminder that even ancient texts, like the book of Daniel, can speak to our modern lives in profound ways.
I agree.
Whether you're a person of faith, or simply someone searching for meaning and inspiration. There's something in these stories that resonates.
It does.
Across time and cultures.
I couldn't agree more. And as we conclude our deep dive, I encourage you to consider what fiery furnaces you might be facing in your own life.
Good question.
What challenges test your convictions? And how can you draw strength from the unwavering faith of Daniel and his friends?
That's a powerful question.
It is.
To ponder and remember.
Yes.
No matter how daunting the flames may seem, you are not alone.
That's right. There's a strength within you.
There is.
A resilience
Yes.
that can carry you through.
Absolutely.
Even the most difficult trials.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
On this journey into the book of Daniel.
We hope you've gained new insights, renewed inspiration, and a deeper appreciation for the enduring power of faith, courage, and the human spirit.
Until next time.
Yes, until next time.
Keep exploring.
Keep questioning.
And keep the fire of your own convictions burning brightly.
See you next time.